Whether you're turning 40, it's the end of summer, or just for fun, you can throw an O-Poop party too.
We're making Poop Emoji cupcakes for the last day of summer. Oh,
My family likes white cake mix a little bit better than chocolate cupcakes, so we are just using a basic white cake mix, and we're gonna put in chocolate chips.
oh, can I have one?
Just throughout so it looks like food. Okay, so I figured out something genius today. So you know how the cupcakes, when you take them from the top and you pull them and then you try and put them in, they get this crazy little bent, right? Well, no more. If you take them from the bottom and put them in, nice and clean and no bends. Brilliant!
Now we are going to make poop meringues.
Okay, so we made our chocolate meringue and we used our whisk attachment on our stand-up mixer. And so you're gonna wanna try and get off as much meringue as you can from that, and then let your helper take the rest off. And then we're gonna stand up the pastry bag inside a large cup. So that will help us to be able to fill it better. Make sure it's nice and open. And then you're just gonna take your spatula, fill that up as much as you can. Okay, so next we're gonna cut about 1.5 inches off the bottom of the pastry bag. And remove the meringue down to the bottom as best as we can. Now we want to fold the top of the pastry bag so that the meringue doesn't come out the top. So what you do there is you fold the corner in, tuck it under, and then keep rolling until where you get to the most meringue. And we want to work some of the air bubbles out if we can. So then we have a nice big area on the bottom. We're going to start with the big swirl. Can you hold the pastry paper, Joelle? And then we are going to work our way up from there and make a little whoop. Okay, my little helper is going to put all this poop in the oven.
Little and big.
Poops come in all shapes and sizes, so if they're not all uniform, do not worry a bit. Okay, so our poop meringues are done.
It feels like chocolate or like meringue.
Is it kind of hard or squishy?
It's hard.
Yeah, that's good. We want it to be hard. So we've got these eyeballs. We picked them up at Walmart, and we picked up
White icing.
white icing at Walmart. Okay, so we're gonna put a little bit of icing on the back of the eyeball, and that will act as glue. We'll do this one here.
But you don't want too much or it will overflow all over the poop and it won't look like poop.
Yeah, and it probably all squish all over the place, make the eyeball droop or something.
And don't push too
Then we're
hard
gonna
or
use
it
the
will
white
break the
icing
chocolate.
to make a smile, and the kids are telling me what kind of smile is it?
Teethy smile.
A
Toothy grin.
Toothy grin. And there you have it. Poop emoji. That's yummy to our tummy.
Yes, yummy to our tummy. Poop, poop, poop.
You can even make O-Poop pancakes. All you do is put some pancake batter inside a plastic bag and cut the tip off, and then as you squeeze, pancake batter comes out and you can make whatever design you want. In this case, O-Poop. So I get these Jolie's Easy Image transfers at Michael's, and I use a 40% off discount. They usually come in about 10 sheets. You can also get them in less. And then they come with easy instructions inside, so not to worry. And then I usually use Pages because I'm a Mac user, and I select an image from Google usually. And these are the ones I've chose for today. This will be for Drew and Joelle and Nate. So you just want to cut neatly around the edges, because if you leave any white or anything, it will show up on the t-shirt. So make sure you get as close to the image as possible. Okay, now we're ready to iron onto the shirt. So I put the poop emoji in the placement I want it. I've got my iron on no steam setting. You don't want to get the paper wet. And then I also put a pillowcase down to protect the floor from steam or from the hot. And then you also want to put a piece of parchment paper over top to protect the image, but also protect the shirt. We did ironed it on another shirt before, and we left the iron on one place for too long, and then we also forgot the parchment paper, and it did leave like a brownish color on the image on the shirt. So you just want to press down firmly back and forward. Oops. Make sure to keep the parchment paper in the same place. I only have one hand to do this since I'm videoing, but you can hold on to the parchment paper with your other hand. And then you're gonna let it dry, let it cool for 2 minutes, and you can peel the paper off, and you'll have your image on the shirt. So I mixed up the icing. It's just a chocolate buttercream icing, and you want to make it a little bit thick so that it does pile the poop on there really good and doesn't get too flimsy. And then we're going to use the same technique. Now when we made the meringue poops, we used a pastry bag. If you don't have a pastry bag, you can always just use a Ziploc bag, and we're going to do the same technique. We're going to fill it up inside of a glass so it's easier to fill and makes less mess. And then we're going to get the air bubbles out, so squash it to the bottom, leave a little room. We're gonna snip the end. Ta-da! And then we're gonna put a pile of poop on top of the cupcakes. I can hear my guests are arriving, so that's the noise you hear in the background. Yay! And you just pile that poop on. Now when you're done piling the poop on, you can take your eyeballs, and since it's still wet, you can put it on there and see it's nice and firm, the icing, because it's on the thicker side. And then we're gonna do the white icing again. And like the kids said, we need to make a teethy grin. Ooh, it's hard to get out. So we'll just do like the poop emoji one with the teethy grin. And there you have it. Poop emoji cupcakes for our Oh Poop, It's the Last Day of Summer party.
All right, everybody, repeat after me. We love poop.
We love food!
Nice.
Poop. You. We had so much fun celebrating the last day of summer break with our Oh Poop party. And if you have liked this video, please like and subscribe below and leave a comment if you ever do a poop party. I'd love to hear about it.
And you can be a party pooper too!